let's begin. Welcome to the stream. How's it going, everybody? I'm back at it with some Armored Core 2 off the PS2. We made some decent progress last time we played this game, which was just yesterday. Hey, what's going on, Scoob? Good to see you nice and early. How you doing today? And, yeah, things have been kicking along pretty okay. It's not been too bad with this one, sort of. We had a bit of a rough start, but I think getting into the meat of the game, we finally got our little groove going on. So I'm thinking we're going to make some decent progress today. Hopefully not going to be making too many mistakes, but we shall see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it.
It's showtime.
Yes, it is. And getting everything all set up. Game's already been loaded up and everything. I was testing out some stuff early on today. Also, I was playing a little bit on my own time, like right after I finished it up. So, what am I doing? I am doing some Armored Core. Hoping to make some progress with this game and hopefully finish it up before next week. Because old Armored Core 6 is coming out, so we gotta make some progress here. I'm definitely not going to be finishing up the series. The entirety, all 14 games or however many it is, before we can get to Armored Core 6. But I at least wanted to finish up this one. You're in Mexico. Holy shit. Oh yeah, you mentioned that. I remember that you mentioning that on one of the last streams I saw you on. How is it down in old Mexico? Having a good time down there? I've never been myself, even though I live on a border state. So I live close, but not that close. But sounds good. I hear good things. I used to have a friend that used to vacation there quite a bit. And he always had some fun things to talk about. Pretty good, drinking, eating a lot. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, the drinks and the food. I think out of all the cuisines from a lot of different places that I'd probably be most receptive to, it's probably Mexican, I think. Especially since I eat a lot of Mexican food anyway. Like I said, on a border state, it's not a whole lot different from what they already got going on down there. But yeah, it's a good deal, man. Place called Atelier Playa Mujeres. We were talking about that, and I didn't know if you said tijeras in there, and if you did, it meant something like the scissoring beach, which I don't know. That could be taken one way or another. It could be good or it could be bad. Who knows? All inclusive, 21 restaurants. Holy crap! Sounds pretty good to me. I'll have to make a note of that in case I end up ever going down there. I'm not a guy that gets out of my home state too often, unfortunately, but you never know. It seems like it might be close enough. You made a big trip to get down there. Yeah, you're not like on the southern end of the states, I don't think. Surprisingly cheap. That's what I hear. I hear a lot of people are surprised when you go down there. A lot of places will actually just take straight up, US dollar, so you don't have to like trade in any money for whatever pesos or whatever the currency is down there. And a lot of places will accommodate you for relatively cheap. Only 2.5 hour flight for you. Holy crap. I wonder if I took a trip down there, I'd probably be like 30 minutes. Not too bad, not too bad. Next vacation, man. We'll see. It might be doing something like that. Anyway, let's take a look at what we got going on down here. One thing I should say was I had a suspicion that the memory card situation was because I had like a 128 megabyte memory card. Uh-oh, now it's not able to register. What the hell? Hang on a sec. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Wonder why it didn't pop up for a second. Anyway, I had transferred over my save file from the 128 megabyte memory card to the 8 megabyte memory card, and it loads up so much faster on the 8 megabyte memory card. So I was right. It has to sift through too much data, which is why it takes so long. So now saving and loading will be a lot easier. So thank God for that, because it took like a solid minute for a save to get in. Do all inclusive, so you really don't need Money. Oh yeah, I got you. All the bars are free, restaurants, kayaking. Getting the new Armored Core. I'm gonna get it. The only thing is I can't play it at launch. I'm having surgery done on Thursday, and I'm probably not gonna be streaming for a few days after that. Probably the next week after, but I'm not gonna be able to get in on the punch like I tend to do with some of the newer games. I ain't looking at any midnight releases because wiener reduction. Yeah, unfortunately they said it was too big. Disappointment to many. It's got to go. You got to shorten it up a little bit. No, I'm getting a tooth extracted. So you can imagine that it's probably not that great for streaming when you have a swollen mouth and all that. So yeah, it's gonna be a few days. I had a tooth extraction last year, and I took like a week off of doing anything. Took a week off of work. Took a week off of streaming. I think that's when I got my PS5. I'm like, screw it. I saw it at the store. I'm like, I'll just get it and camp out for a week and play some PS5 games. So I mean, kind of worked out, but but yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass. Not the funnest thing, especially that first day. Oof. The first day after the surgery was pretty dang rough. Also, oops, I finished up all the arena. I'm sorry if anyone was actually interested in seeing any of this. Most of the battles are pretty much the same. I'd say by the time you got to the last 10, I kind of had to mix up my build a little bit. But for the most part, yep, it was pretty much as I predicted. We just got the Katasawa out and pretty much able to get through most of the battles, no problem. I will say, I did find out that there was a feature where you could store different builds for different cores, which I was thrilled by, and I found it by accident. See, I should really read the manuals before I actually start up these games. Would be a lot smoother process when I actually get into it. Because one of the first things I was complaining about when I started this game is like, we're on the PS2 and we can't save different builds to different slots. Yeah, we can. It just was a button press away that I didn't see. You just have to press the L1 and the R1 bumpers. But anyway, when I noticed that I was not able to keep up with some of the arena battles and I was a little bit too slow, I made a super fast build, which is this guy right here. A little bit reminiscent of the first Armored Core game where we ended up doing a slightly similar build for the mission where you had to run through the gas area. So that ended up working out. But let me take a look at the optional parts here. We got to do that submarine mission, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. And I'm hoping that I got some stuff. I'm going to use the missile launcher, I think. Let's see. Increase lockout. Okay, I think we got everything I need right now, so we'll give it a try, and hopefully it ends up working out for us. But let's find out and see how it goes. We'll skip the introductions and everything. And because we already read or saw this last time, so we're just going to get right on into it and hopefully knock this one out.
Unidentified units detected on radar. We can't dive. The water is too shallow. You've got to protect us.
That woman's voice is weird. She sounds like, who am I thinking of? Holly Hunter.
Cannot be recovered should it fall into the ocean.
She's like got a wad of gum stuck in her cheek or something. Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so now we got a new missile launcher, which works out pretty good. The issue I was having was that the missile launcher I had previously was just too dang slow. So now we're firing 2 missiles at once, which will take these guys out in one hit. And I have modifications on the AC that allow us to target further out and quicker. So I think this should eliminate a lot of the problems we were having previously. Hopefully. We'll see. If it doesn't, then, well, I guess we're shit out of luck. Moving after that because this ship stops like dead in its tracks, and doesn't even coast a little bit. And the sub starts taking off on its own, so it's not that great. Let's get in there. Get back on track with these guys. I don't know if they, like, infinitely spawn. If they do, that sucks.
Aircraft approaching.
Did I even get them? Shit. I think I got one of them, but it was a little bit too late. Good. Oh shit, we're out. Can't be wasting ammo. Oh, these guys. Well, let me get off of this because I'm sure I'm gonna get thrust off anyway.
We should be able to dive soon. Hold them off.
Doing my best.
Commencing dive. Returning me.
Mission objective achieved. System
Thank God.
switched to normal mode.
Alright. I was worried about that one. Because as we saw, I think with the previous stream, when I tried to do that last time, I ended up failing it because I think the ship got destroyed. So I was worried we were getting a little overwhelmed there, but managed to get through okay. I had a little bit of ammo expenditure costs, but other than that, not too bad. With the arena done, we got a number of parts, and I got some money, as we saw at the end there. So I'm no longer hurting, no longer strapped for cash like I was. I've got about 3.5 million credits right now, so we're doing pretty good. I think I've gotten everything that I can get that's, you know, good for this particular build. So unless we come to a point where, you know, I need to mix things up a little bit, or actually thinking about it, what kind of mission we got? Investigate Murakumo Dome. Matrix.
We hereby request that you investigate Leos Klein, leader of the Special Forces.
Oh,
We want you to sneak into Murakumo Dome, a structure left over from the first terraforming. The dome is typically abandoned, but we've been notified that a person fitting Klein's description has been seen entering and leaving the facility recently. Perhaps we can gain some useful information with which to oppress the LCC by discovering Klein's purpose for being there. We have great faith in you, Raven.
well, thank you. Theater of Operations, Murakumo Dome, enemy forces unknown. Investigate Murakumo Dome is the objective. We'll accept it since we don't really have a choice, but give me a sec here. I don't know what we're going to be dealing with. If we're going to be possibly fighting Klein or some other ACs. It mix things up a little bit, we'll see. The thing is, what do I want? Surprisingly, this one weighs more. Hold on, what does it do? I guess the radar range is a little bit further out. Area and place name. Got biosensors. It's quicker on the sensor interval, and it's got better range. I think it might be fine if I take it. I was thinking about taking off the the missile launcher, actually. Oh, I could equip those. I actually found that, because these are akin to the missiles I was using in Project Phantasma, I think. At least, you know, it's supposed to sort of operate the same way, where it shoots kind of like a surface-to-air missile. So from the ground, goes straight up, and then it rains down. But it's really not that great. It's kind of shitty. So unfortunately, I haven't been using it all that much. There's been some other stuff too. There's like the stealth thing. This I got for beating the arena all the way through. It's for enemy radar jamming. So I don't know how well it works. It's usually too heavy for me to actually equip anyway, so I haven't. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take out the missile launcher. We'll leave the ammo crate on since I can still operate with it. And that might be it. Switch out that head, and I think I'm pretty much good with everything else. Anyway, that mission went off without a hitch. Let's go ahead and make a save. And it is so much faster. Look at that, beautiful. It still takes a second, but, you know, it's not nearly as bad as it was previously.
We hereby the dome is tipped perhaps we...
I figured since we already accepted the mission, we wouldn't have to go through that again, but game decided otherwise.
This is your only exit. Return here once your investigation is complete.
Use the battle arena mostly.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
What exactly am I investigating? So it's kind of eerie playing this game without
Looks
any
like
music.
there's nothing here. Wait, I'm picking something up on the radar. High temperature response. Missiles approaching.
Uh-oh.
Get out now.
Like literally, or am I just taking cover?
Enemy units detected. And seize.
Oh.
It's a trap.
You know too much. You don't need to anymore.
I don't know jack shit. I don't know what you're talking about. I know too much.
Unable to recover your AC while enemy units are present. Take them out. Enemies destroyed. Get out of there now.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming since you said that's the only way out, even though it says way in, that's where we need to go.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Fair enough, I guess. All right. I didn't get paid for that? Or did I get paid up front? I think I got paid up front, yeah. Because I had about 3.5. Now I got 3.6 million. That was quick, a little bit. Ground railway. I think that's one with a secret part. Let's make a save. I don't have too much room on this particular memory card. I keep like the best of the best games on here as kind of like a backup. So anything, maybe not even, I shouldn't say best of the best, but stuff that I've put a decent amount of time into. So I think once I'm done with this game, potentially I'll just move the save file over to the big memory card, and I'll just use that as like a storage. But while I'm playing these games on the PS2, considering, you know, it might be a minute, depends on how long it takes us to get through all these, I'll use the 8 megabyte memory card, but I don't know if I've got enough room to do like 2 save files. I'll have to see. I'd have to clear something off, because space was running tight, basically. I was thinking about maybe looking at the shop, but maybe not.
I'd like to make a request as representative of Zeo Matrix's Earth headquarters. As you know, we're at war with Zeo Matrix's Mars division. Clearly, this was caused by LCC's high-handed attitude. The battle isn't in our favor, so yesterday we made a peace proposal with LCC during a meeting held on Earth. However, the Mars division adjourned the meeting in fierce disagreement. We don't want to make the situation any worse, but we're concerned about something they said. Their last words were, "We still have a card up our sleeve."
Uh-oh.
Since the meeting, the Mars division has ceased all communications and dispatched troops to the Underground Railway.
Getting ready for a magic
This
trick.
must be the card they were referring to. We also sent teams to the railway, but have since lost contact with them. We have no choice but to ask for your help. Please infiltrate the railway and stop them.
Infiltrate. Alright, destroy all enemy forces. You got it, buddy. Yeah, I think this is one that has a
Main system.
hidden part on it, so we'll just have to keep an eye open for that.
AC detected. High heat source detected.
I wonder if I really have to defeat these things.
Heat source is increasing.
Actually, it's right here. There it is.
AC pod acquired.
Don't know what that is, but someone's getting attacked. My God. It's like a big gun.
It's extremely hot. What is it?
Getting turned on by this, are you?
I have no data on this. Careful.
Kind of reminds me of like a Metal Gear fight from the early games. Metal Gear 2 when you just had like a corridor. I'm getting hit by those little beams, but those big ones seem to be a problem. This one's got a lot of armor too. Oh shit.
Mission
Oh,
objective
okay,
achieved.
good.
System switched to normal mode.
Thank God. Was getting a little worried there for a second. I mean, you know, AC repair costs about 20,000 is about norm. I really shouldn't stress about it anyway because we've been making I've made a decent amount of money from the arena. But, you know, I like to get the most out of whatever. From now, the Mars Division's trump card was the activation of that large disorder unit. It seems that their initial goal of acquiring new technologies has shifted, and now they strive towards controlling Mars. We're concerned about what they'll do next. They're running out of options, so we believe that they have no choice but to use their last resort. Please read the mission parameters for more details. Clearly, they're in dire straits. They've come under pressure from both LCC and you. Sometimes I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid of what awaits you on the path you've chosen. I didn't choose any of this path. This path chose me. We had gotten some emails during the arena, nothing too major. Most of these are like automated things when they gave me a new part or something. Sometimes we'd get some from like differing members. Your skills are truly amazing. You have the ability to go up against the very best, I'm sure of it, but in some ways it's better not to advance too far. He'll be happier that way. If you go any higher, he'll take notice of you. Ninebreaker, he's the most powerful raven in the arena, and it's all over once he sets his sights on you. That's what they all say. The nine-breaker of the arena was this Ares dude. Here, take this. It will probably prove useful. Make your way up the ranks as quickly as possible so that we may face off in battle. He gave me some kind of part. I think it was some sort of like lock-on disruptor or something like that. I think I might have sold it, actually. This guy was a pain in the ass to fight. The animal? Ninebreaker. He's not just another powerful opponent. He is the best of the best. Even though I gave it my all, I still couldn't defeat him. But I know you can. Please, defeat Ninebreaker in my stead. Here, take this with you. And he gave me a part, and it was like I think it was some gun arms, but way too heavy for most of the builds. I think I needed to have treads or something in order for it to be effective. Then we got another one from Ares. I think this is right when you get to position 2. I've been waiting. The sole purpose of my existence is to defeat you. Cool. And then, yeah, we beat him. And then I got that part, but I think I got it from the Nerves Concord. I don't think I got it from him. Ares hasn't sent me any messages since. Congratulations, you're now ranked number 1 in the arena. As an acknowledgement of this most impressive feat, we hereby bestow upon you the title of Ninebreaker. So now I am the Ninebreaker. But the battle isn't over. It could be lonely and boring at the top. We truly hope a new and powerful opponent will come before you, and that you'll once again demonstrate your skill in battle. Yeah, well, no one's come up or made any claims to the throne yet, so.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
I don't know that there's anything else to do in the arena after you beat everyone. The way they talk about it, it's almost like someone else is gonna end up coming up through the ranks and facing you at some point, but it hasn't happened yet, so. Alright, what do we got? Abort missile launch.
Even though they've lost their last card, it's unlikely the Mars Division will cease its activities. They've declared independence and have refused any contact. We've learned that the Mars Division has plans to fire high-density napalm missiles from the Quire Missile Station. They've targeted the major Martian cities. They're acting independently and are nothing but a nuisance, but as the parent company, we're responsible for our subsidiaries' actions. Please enter the base and stop the missiles. I understand this is a difficult request. Please be careful and avoid a worst-case scenario at any cost.
It's like a James Bond-esque mission. Stop the missile launch. You got it, Chief. Let's see what we can do here. Estimated success rate of 29%.
Engaging combat mode.
Missiles 1, 3, and 6 are armed and ready to fire. Looks like they're armed and ready to fire.
Yeah, that's what the computer just said.
Find the controls and abort the launch.
Sure is a lot of something down here. Our target is right below us. Oh shit, I just realized I don't have a blade equipped. This seems to be taking us too far away from the targets. Oh, good lord. Whoa, 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 whoa. Getting closer. Let's see if I could skirt through most encounters without actually doing any sort of battling. So I don't want to expend all my ammunition. Good, another elevator. Okay. We are actually on level with them. Whoa, 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 get out of the way.
Here. Why here?
Using a flamethrower almost killed me with that.
Launch device number 3 deactivated.
Guess that one's not targeted. If I destroy one that doesn't need to be destroyed, would that be a bad thing?
Launch device number 1 deactivated. Launch device number 6 deactivated. Secure mode activated. Canceling launch.
Good, good. Alright.
Mission objective achieved.
Well,
System switched to normal mode.
it's a good thing that they had the target on the actual goal there. Because there was a lot of different, it seemed like alternative paths and stuff. So, if I wasn't like moving in the general direction of where the target indicators were, it might have taken a little bit longer to actually get through there. What is this email? Mars Unification Declaration. From the LCC. Unchecked corporate competition has taken its toll on Mars, just as it had on the Earth years ago. However, now that the battles have ended, all corporations will fall into line under LCC's control. Well, that might not be a good thing either. With the cessation of a series of senseless battles, we, the LCC, hereby make a declaration. We have achieved the unification of Mars, and we have brought order and peace to this planet. That's what they all say. Alright, well, first things first, let's go ahead and get a blade back on. So I feel like it's probably going to be necessary. Arms overweight. Oh, you know what? I should swap out the optional parts too. Probably don't need to worry about lock-on time. Pulses that disable lock-ons. Speeds up energy weapon fire. Attack. Oh yeah, that's probably what I want to do. I don't know if I'll necessarily need the increase of the lock-on range. But I think I would like to up the attack and defense of the left arm. Keep the energy weapon increase. Honestly, I would like the speed, the turning radius increase, but I don't think we need it as much now. I mostly needed it because I was constantly turning around in a circle, just because I was staying in one spot. But it might not be necessary until I find a reason to put it back on. Let's see. thinking of either re-equipping the increased lock-on range, or maybe I do this. Disable lock-ons. Speed up energy weapon fire. Sounds good to me. And order and peace goes out the window. With the LCC declaration, probably. VIP escort.
As part of the LCC reorganization, the new director is coming from Earth. He'll arrive at Vilhul spaceport within a couple of days. Your job is to guard the spaceport. Of course, there's no one left to resist us, but still, we must display our power to the new director. In other words, this is a demonstration. All you are required to do is wait along the perimeter of the airport. We're paying you just to sit there.
Wouldn't it be a
Soon, all
spaceport?
Ravens will be under LCC's command. This is your last job.
I'm sure.
The director will be escorted by the special forces. Do not get in the way. That is all.
Paying me a lot of money to do nothing. I'm sure it won't be the case. I think they're paying up front, too. What? Yeah, nothing will happen at all. All smooth sailing. Oh, spoke too soon. Damn, I thought you guys were supposed to be elite guard. Get your shit together.
Commencing operation. We'll take over the airport.
Destroy all enemy forces.
Well, good thing I came prepared.
It's an insurrection. The special forces are revolting. Attack!
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
I guess those must be the ACs. The MTs that we were dealing with seem to die immediately after one hit. These guys, not so much. I have a whole lot of room to work with. I don't even know if I've got the full roof. Worried about health situation here. Sort of concerned about ammo conservation, but honestly, I might not survive.
returning to base.
Didn't make it. Well, that sucks. Wonder if it just moves on. Yeah, it might. City suppression. Yeah, it already moved on. Well, I mean, I could just go with the flow, but I think I do want to possibly check out the end of it. Let's see if we can get it done. So give me a sec.